for our families and the blessings we have been to them and they to us. So we say thank you again for all your blessings upon us. This morning, I pray you will continue to bless us because you're not short of blessings. May they be poured upon us, upon all of us, whatever the needs are, Lord. You have more in abundance than we can ask or think. We want to pray in a special way this morning for two of our participants who need a special touch from you. You know who they are. You know the conditions of their bodies. I pray you will be the chief physician that you are, Lord, and speak to each person in their way that they need, but they need healing this morning. So I pray you'll be the doctor on the ward, you'll be the doctor in the office, and you would restore and bring healing, Lord. Speak healing to your people. We thank you that there's healing in your name, there's healing in your hands, there's healing in your word. Touch your people this morning. I pray you will continue to bless the families that we represent. Bless the communities in which we live, the countries from which we come. Again, we say, you are welcome in our midst. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Welcome again to Let's Talk. Okay, to all of you, I am back home since yesterday, back home, jet lag, but back home.
Great.
After what? But 21, 22 hours in the air flying and stopping here and there. Yeah, God is good. I'm back home. Good to
Yeah.
be home. In all your travels, there's no place like home. You found that out?
Yes.
No
Yes.
place
No place like home.
no place like know how
No.
wonderful it is. No place like home. No matter how big or how small it is, that's your home. Your home. Yes. So this quote that I found is difficult for some, for most of us, but it's something we need to internalize. Look for the good in every day, even if some days require you to look a little harder. So smile harder. That's up by Roy T. Bennett. I looked at that for my own life. Look for the good in every day. Sometimes we don't see it. Even if some days require you to do what?
Look harder.
Look
Look
a
a
little
little
harder.
harder.
You look a little harder, and what will we find? Something good. So let's see if we could
Because
practice
so
that.
smile
Look a
harder.
little harder. Difficult days are there. Look a little harder. God is right there. Little nugget of sunshine is right there. So smile at the good. Our minds is like a magnet. A magnet draws stuff, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
think of blessings like a magnet, what will you do?
Attract blessings.
Attract blessings. And if you think of problems like a magnet, what will you do?
Attract problems.
You attract problems. So always cultivate good thoughts and always remain positive
Always
and optimistic. So remember,
optimistic.
your mind is like a magnet. Allow it to attract
Good
blessings.
things. Blessings.
And that will transition over into what we saw previously, looking for the good in every day. Every day. Have been trying to practice that for years. So when I sit in the evenings with my diary, despite all the craziness that may have happened, I try to zero in what small blessing, don't have to be big for me, did I get today? And I try to pencil and put that down, looking for the good and the blessing in every day. Well, how is the weather where you are?
Hello.
What is your weather
Mm.
like?
Hot.
Hot?
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
Hot?
Hot and hotter.
Mm.
Hot.
Archie.
93%.
All right. Yeah, so everywhere is still hot. Getting some
In the
rain?
percent. You understand that percent? Degrees.
Degrees. Yes. Getting some rain?
Little bit.
Wait.
No
Rain.
rain?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got a
but
little bit. Little bit of rain
you
here.
got a little bit?
I get a
Yes,
little
ma'am.
enough
All right.
sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. We got some while I was away, so I have
Oh.
to get out in to get ahead of the grass, or the deer and the bear and the lions will be hiding in them.
Yeah.
Every little drop the rain. It's amazing. Hey, what you want to grow don't grow, and what you don't want to grow grow
Yeah,
overnight.
exactly so.
Yes,
That,
ma'am.
that,
Grass
that's
is
like
growing.
sin in our lives. All you
Yeah.
want to get rid of, they keep beating and
Can't get
beating you
rid of.
down. All the good you want to climb
So
up.
true.
Yes, yes, Jenny.
I was
So
saying that we are having a drought, a terrible drought, and it's water restrictions. As of Monday gone, it's against the law to water the lawn, and you must only use the water for necessities.
Uh-huh.
So you know that the plants are dying. When you
Oh,
pass
yes,
people's grass, we're not. And they say that even wash the car, if you use a bucket, so people know a bucket of water wiping down. And
yes.
I planted my things, and I'm saying I make up my mind to lose them and start over.
Oh,
Somebody
God.
was saying, but Miss Coinham, you can go early morning and late night, nobody will see you. I say it's not about who sees me. I say God sees me, it's against the law.
It's against the law. Yes, it's against the law.
And then I was telling to somebody, I am too old to be going into jail. At this age, I should be coming out, not going in.
Yeah, that water restriction, you never know how much you appreciate water until these restrictions come.
yeah.
Then we
Mm,
see how difficult it is. Yes. So instead of
mm.
using the water to wash the car, put that water on the plants. How about that? The car could stay dirty, doesn't matter. Or throw it on the plants. All right. Now today is, I hope you bought it, National
What? Tissue? Toilet
Toilet
paper?
Paper Day.
National
Hope you
toilet,
bought it. Today is National Toilet
toilet paper day.
Paper
Wow.
Day.
Day.
Really?
You bought your toilet paper?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All right. Now you're going to hold your toilet paper up when you are speaking. Tell us what kind of toilet paper this is, if you know. If you
Amen.
know what brand it is. And tell me one way you think you are like this roll of toilet paper. So let me give you a minute to think. What
Yeah.
brand, if you know the brand,
On the
because
brand.
maybe we don't, and then one way you are like your roll of toilet paper. So while you're thinking, then I'll begin so you get your thoughts together. Well, my roll of toilet paper is Charmaine. I think Charmaine is the best toilet paper they have out there. That's just my opinion, okay? Mine is Charmaine. Why am
Mm.
I like Charmaine? First of all, my name is Blanche, and it's from the French blanc,
What's
meaning
your name,
white
dear?
and pure. And this toilet paper is white and pure, but it can't be used to do dirty jobs. And like the toilet paper, sometimes I have to do dirty jobs. So that's how I am like my roll of Charmaine tissue. Okay, who's next? Jenilyn, go on.
Okay. My role is the Scott's brand, Scott's. Um, I don't know why I like Scott's, even if I leave it and I go back to Scott's. But I am like Scott's that not just Scott's, but toilet tissue because it's reliable. You can call on it and it's going to get the job done. And it doesn't matter. You know, it's a dirty job, but it's not shunning from it, and it gets the job because I think I'm reliable. If you ask me to do something, I'll get it done. So I am like Scott, Stacy.
All right, Eunice. You have to unmute. Unmute.
My own is Ultra Premium Bath Tissue. It's a very long name. It is soft and very delicate. I don't think I am so soft and delicate like this one. Sometimes I can be on the rough side. However, it's soft and it's because I'm saying it gets the job done. So when there's a task to be done, I really jump at it and do the task, just like the tissue.
All right. Miss Curtis, you have any tissue there?
Yes, ma'am.
Go on.
My own is Scott, and it's white, and it's soft, and it's tender. It's tender just like me.
We can learn a little bit about toilet tissue that maybe would surprise you. But before I share to you some of the facts I found about toilet tissue, you know, this is one of the things we take for granted. We don't even realize we need it until it's out, right?
Yeah.
Until you don't have any toilet tissue, you realize the importance of this little thing.
Yes.
Well, when I traveled, there was some public bathrooms that didn't have any. Didn't have any. So then you realize the importance of tissue when you went in the bathroom and there was none.
Yeah.
You went in the bathroom, there was no tissue. No tissue. So you either have to travel with your own, or I don't know what you do.
Walk, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's very important tissue.
Very.
Now, there are some top brands, like you just mentioned your brands. And I mentioned one of the top brands is Charmaine. Top brands is Charmaine tissue. So let's see if we have a little bit of information on Charmaine tissue, some of the top brands. Okay, Charmaine tissue was introduced in 1928 by the Harburg Paper Company. And as I said, Charmaine is now a flagship toilet paper brand owned by Procter and Gamble. You've heard that name, Procter and Gamble, right?
Yeah.
What other products you know Procter and Gamble makes?
I think they're into toothpaste also.
That's right.
Household items.
Yes. So it's known for its squeeze test. You know, when you squeeze it and it still maintain the shape, you know, because you have some tissue, if you just squeeze it, it stays in that shape and it wouldn't come back out. But this, the squeeze test. Yes, the squeeze test. And Charmaine emphasized softness and strength in its product lines. And I want to tell you something else for toilet tissue while I travel. Wherever hotels or wherever you were, and you found tissue, I'm not joking, that's the thinnest tissue you ever did see. You almost could see through them. That was the same thing with the paper towels. You could actually almost see through them. That's how thin they were. So when you got tissue, you had to be rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling until now. But with Charmaine, it's not only soft, but it has strength. So this is my favorite tissue. People say you buy this like, you know, you know, in the upper, no, I like if I'm gonna buy something, buy the sensible thing so you don't have to use too much of it. Now, the other brand that is popular is Cottonelle. Anybody bought that one with you? No, this is a brand of Kimberly Clark. and Cottonelle was first introduced in 1972. It is recognized for its clean ripple texture. That's the tissue that have that sort of ripple, the little wavy feel to it. And it often promotes a feeling of freshness and cleanliness with its toilet paper and flushable wipes.
Mm.
Quilted Northern. Anybody bought any Quilted Northern?
No.
Okay. This one was first launched in 1902. Northern is produced by Georgia Pacific. The brand focuses on delivering a balance of softness, strength, and absorbency, often highlighting its sustainable manufacturing practices. And the fourth top brand is Scott. Somebody said they bought Scott.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
So this was founded in 1879 and is credited with selling the first toilet paper on a roll was Scott, the Scott Paper Company. Now part of Kimberly-Clark, Scott remains a popular brand known for its practical, no frills, and economical toilet paper options.
Maybe that's why I buy it. Economical. I was wondering why I go back to it.
You was wondering why you stick into Scott's, okay?
Yeah.
Economical, okay? Economical, okay? Yes, like I say, Charmaine would be so much more expensive, but it gets the job done. See what it said?
That's right.
No frills.
That's right.
A practical, no frills. You have other brands, but they're the four top brands of national toilet paper. Okay.
Wonderful.
So maybe if you want to change yours and get with one of the national brands when you go shopping again, go right ahead. Because you know they come in plies. The one ply is very thin, and they tell you two plies, and then yes. So you have to read about it so you get what your money paid for. Now, Joseph Gaetti is widely accredited. He's the one who's accredited for inventing the first packet of toilet paper. He's the one. Now, his product, when he invented the first toilet paper, was sold in flat sheets, just flat sheets of toilet paper. And it was moistened with aloe. Moistened with aloe. Why you think he did that?
Aloe vera.
Yeah, it was marketed for medicinal purposes when he invented it. The aloe and in flat sheets. Okay. So from then to now to the modern day toilet tissue, it has moved away now from medicinal use to common everyday use. Well, what did people use before they use toilet paper? What they use? What they use?
Newspaper.
Newspaper. That's right. Newspaper. Because remember,
Yeah.
newspaper was very popular back then. Everybody was reading the news back then. Very, very popular. So they'll use newspaper.
Newspaper.
That's right.
Right.
Or listen to
Rum.
this one, corn cobs.
Okay.
Okay. Corn cobs.
The corn cup.
Yes, corn
The
cobs.
covering.
What is that?
The covering for the corn cob, the thing that tear off it.
No, the cob after you eat the corn off.
After the corn.
After you eat the kernels off. The cob. Okay. So before the advent of the toilet paper,
That
at
must
least
have been
in
so rough.
79 AD, now listen to this. This will make you squirmish. Before the advent in 79 AD until the fall of the Roman Empire, the Romans, this is what the Romans did. They used tesorium, that is a type of sponge. And it was made of this sponge and attached to some type of stick. The sponge was attached to some type of stick, and they would simply use that to clean themselves, then wash the sponge and put it down for the next person who come behind.
That better
For the
than
next
corn
person?
cob.
That sound better than the corn cob?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, oh,
Corn cob is very rough.
well, it could be a you using a mature corn, use the young corn.
True.
Then in the 1930s, now the Germans invented this perforated tissue, where you could tear off. The Germans were the one who
Oh.
invented this. And therefore he said consisted of 1,000 small sheets. That's another thing with some types of tissue. You have small sheets and you have little pieces. Sometimes it's like paper towels too. You tear up the rest of it. That's little. You have to be careful what you read. So now in the 1960s, toilet paper used to come in different colors.
Okay.
Interesting, right? Different colors, especially pink and green.
Oh,
Why you
blue.
think they use pink and green toilet paper? That was to match the bathroom colors. Because
Okay.
most people painted the bathroom either pink or green. So they
No.
would buy the toilet paper pink or green to match their decor. Okay. I don't remember having seen anybody have ever seen colored toilet paper.
No.
That's interesting. I
Mm-mm.
believe if you look, there may be some around. Hey, colored
Really?
toilet paper. Well, this is a question before I go on. Why do you think they stopped using colored toilet paper? What would be a reason that you could come up with?
I think it would
But
be the
they,
dye in it.
I'm thinking that too. Would you say, Miss Curtis?
but I think it used to infect the area.
That's
Yeah.
right. The dye. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
the
it's the
dye.
dye. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that too. That's why they stopped that.
Mm.
Now, toilet paper is not only used for personal hygiene. Now, here in the US, during Halloween, what they do with toilet paper? Eunice,
They do
you
the
live in the
costume.
US, you don't do it up that way
I
or not?
don't know.
You don't know. At Halloween, if they wanted to play a prank on you during Halloween, they would cover your house or car or tree with tissue. Just take the tissue and wrap it around while you are asleep. They out there playing a prank, wrap your whole tree, throw the roll of tissue and let it just go around, or your car
Yeah.
or your house. They would play pranks. So when you woke up in the morning, some prankster was out there and you have to try and get that tissue out of your tree. Because I've
Oh,
seen it in our area. In fact, I remember our neighbor, and who in the world, why would they do that to him? He had just moved in this area. And I saw him, I said, why would they do that? And he said, they were some youngsters from his church who followed him to where he moved and they came to play that prank on him. But
Okay.
it's used to play pranks, toilet paper. Um, which country you think consumes the most toilet paper globally?
USA,
Which
Who in
country?
this country?
Which
America,
country?
America.
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 For sure is America.
Just yeah.
Among the highest consumers of toilet paper globally. They say the average person in America uses about 140 rolls per year. That's some tissue, eh?
Mm.
140 rolls per year, the average person in America uses. Um, so now, what do you do? Here's some questions. Give me your answers. What do you do? First question, how do you handle this? Toilet paper personality. If you, first of all, before we ask, how do you like your toilet paper to be in your bathroom? You like to pull it under or over?
Over.
You like
Over.
it when you over pull it
Over for
down?
me.
Over.
Over.
You like it
Over.
pull it over? What you like,
Yeah.
Miss Curtis?
Over.
You like to
Over.
pull it down? Okay. So if you like to roll it over, you are a person who like taking charge,
Oh.
crave organization, and are likely to overachieve.
Wow.
If you roll under,
Under.
like to pull it under, like it to come under, you are laid back,
Dependable.
dependable, and seek relationships with strong foundations. And if you don't care, whether you roll it under or up, as long as it's there, you aim to minimize conflict, value flexibility, and like putting yourself in new situations.
That's good too. I like that.
Yeah, so this morning we look like we have the role over taking charge, craving organization, overachieve people on this morning.
Taking charge.
Yeah.
Even,
And if
Okay,
it's not, if it doesn't look like it's on the proper way, I will take it off and put it back.
overachiever. What do you do now? When the bathroom is in use, but you need it ASAP. You need to go, you need to go. What do you do? Which one of these things you do, honestly? Do you politely knock, patiently wait, or go to my private bathroom or bang on that door? What do you do?
Knock.
politely
You
knock.
knock. Anybody else?
Patiently wait if I don't have my own private bathroom.
Okay, anybody else? What do you do? Eunice,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Politely knock. Because sometimes some people go in the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and they do all sort of things in there. They read, they on the phone, they all sort of things. And you really want to go, you want to go, you want to go. I'm going to knock.
Okay, yes. What you do, Miss Curtis?
I'll knock.
You'll knock. So most of us would knock if we don't have a private bathroom to go to.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody bang on the door and say, get out of here. Yes, if it's my grandchildren in there and I need to go, or my
I know.
sons, I'll
Yeah.
bang on that door. You'll get out there, I need to come in
Yeah,
there. That's right.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yes, yeah. But
I
if
have
I'm
a
at
private
a
bathroom, but
strange place,
I
I'll
have a private,
politely knock. But
I have
my
a private
family,
bathroom.
there's no politeness in that. Get out of there, I need to get in.
Because that's right. You spend time in
All right.
there.
All right. Now, which one of these gives you a satisfying bathroom experience? Cleaning the bathroom, sitting on the toilet on your phone, or what's this other one?
What's this?
What's the other one? The
What
other
is
one
this
is
here?
what? You know, in the bathroom, you have a comfortable chair to just relax. And this one, oh, this one is laying off in your bathtub. Which one is your most satisfying bathroom experience?
Laying off in a bathtub for me.
Laying off in the bathtub. Okay, anybody else? Which one?
The one who is just sitting there on the phone is just having a bathroom experience. And once I get the bathroom experience, I'm all right.
All right. I am one who will sit there, may not be a phone. It could, well, mostly it's that because I'm researching something or reading something.
Yes, that is it there.
Even as a child, I studied best in the bathroom. I would carry my book or whatever and then going through whatever I need. I can remember in high school and my mom would bang on the door. That's when she would bang. I know you're not using the bathroom, you're in there reading a book. So
Right. And
I use, yeah.
I used to leave a book in the bathroom.
Okay. I read a lot of my Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew right in the bathroom,
In
sitting
the
right there.
bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So that's what toilet paper says about you. So now you know that I went to South Asia, had the privilege, I should say, of going to South Asia to visit my brother. And while we were there, we took time to visit some of the neighboring countries. So last week I shared with you, which country was that? Which country?
Was it Vietnam? Vietnam?
Vietnam. Okay. Let me see
Vietnam.
if you learn anything. What you learned from Vietnam that I shared with you before I shared with you this morning. One thing. Without looking at your notes. What you learned? What you remember? Anything I told you?
I remember what you told me, and this morning I was telling it to a neighbor that they can take 3 hours. You choose a fabric and get your clothes made on the
That's
spot.
right. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
And they have that gold or steel around the neck.
Okay, the long neck people, you remember them?
Yeah, the long people.
The long neck people, indigenous. What
Oh,
you
and the
remember, Eunice?
bikes. And the mode
Eunice?
of transportation. The bike
And that,
riding.
Yeah, on the
oh my
motorbike.
goodness, I'm telling you, you never saw so many bikes in your
Bikes,
life.
yeah. That's
Whoa,
Vietnam. That's
okay,
Vietnam.
gentlemen.
No durians.
Oh, in the hotel, on the bus, they tell you, if you're going to eat it outside. Please don't bring it on the bus. I say, and it's in every country. That seemed to be the fruit in season. Every time you wanted, you didn't have to look for durian. They were selling it.
I
Whereas
would
I
eat
was,
it. I would try it.
no, I was afraid the smell may accompany me back in the people's bus and hotel. I say, let me leave that alone. Let me leave that. I truly was afraid of that they would put me out of their hotel for coming and smelling it. So no, I stayed away from that fruit. That's a fruit I stayed away from. So the last place, well, we transitioned back through Thailand in order to get back home. But the last place we visited was Malaysia. So let me share with you some facts about Malaysia. Here's some fun facts about Malaysia. Now, it consists of two parts. It's the only country in the world that has territory on both the mainland of Asia and also Malay Archipelago that consists of over 25,000 islands.
Yeah.
The country in the world. The island of Borneo, you should have heard something about that, which Malaysia shares with Indonesia and the Sultanate of Brunei, is the largest island in Asia and the third largest in the world. That's the island of Borneo. Another fact about Malaysia, it is one of the most diverse Asian countries. What we mean by that? While Malaysia is a Muslim country and the Malays are the largest ethnicity, the land's position on the trading route between India and China means that it has always been a crossroads of peoples and cultures. So if you want to see people from all cultures, Malaysia is filled with that. Malaysia's 32 million inhabitants are made up of Malays, Chinese, Indians, as well as various indigenous groups. Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism flourish alongside Islam. This is very visible there. In fact, as we took one of or two of the tours, they unashamedly tell you, you would go to Malaysia. If you like me, I want to purchase something Malaysian, right? Some Malaysian to bring back. And they would tell you that most of the stuff they're selling, the clothes and whatever, is Chinese, was made in China. And I thought about it and I say, that's not strange. You go to some of our islands, I won't call any names, and some of the products that they're selling, they bought
Yeah.
it when they stitch or paint or stamp the name of the island on it. It's not, wasn't, people didn't sit down and make that anymore. And so that's what's happening. You see people from all over the world there, all over the world there. Another fact is it is the home to one of the oldest rainforests on earth. Okay, we passed some of the rainforest there as we are driving past. They have a lot of palm trees. So they use that for palm oil.
Palm oil, yeah.
Palm oil, a lot of palm trees. And they have in Malaysia the tallest tropical tree in the world, known for the largest flower. And see, that flower blooms up to 3 feet and it smells so bad that people have named it the corpse flower.
Yeah.
Sound like it's sister to the durian, eh? Sister to the durian. Now, what is interesting about Malaysia, it has multiple royal families. It has 9 royal families, more than any other country in the world. It's not like Britain with 1 royal family. This has 9. And the official head of state, listen to this, is elected for a 5-year term from the heads of the royal families, the sultans. So you have 9 of them, and every 5 years, one take a turn being head of the state. Every 5 years they change. And that's a unique political system to Malaysia. So I don't know, I had a picture for Kyle to show after this to show you we did visit the one who was in charge. I think he was he the 9th one? And then it would recycle back. Everybody's having a chance to be the head.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9
That's
of
good.
them. So that's the only country that does that. Okay, do we have any other fun facts about Malaysia? Okay, Malaysians like to reach high. What do we mean by that? Reaching high. If you were to look, well, the capital city is Kuala Lumpur. If you were to go there, as I say, you see some of the tallest buildings in the world. In fact, they have the Petronas, the Twin Towers. The towers are connected by a sky bridge. Remind you, the Twin Towers that was attacked here in New York, right? But these are, I mean, the tallest buildings in the world. The Twin Towers found right there in Malaysia. And Malaysia, Penang is the street food capital of Asia. They love, especially in the evenings, the vendors move out from the restaurants and they go on the streets and they set up these little tents and sell street food, whatever you like to eat. They're out there cooking. Now, the Malaysian breakfast might surprise you. For breakfast, fragrant rice cooked in coconut milk and served with fish or meat, peanuts, and often you also egg wrapped in a banana leaf. Yes, in the hotels, that's what we had. I've had some of that fragrant rice and coconut milk for breakfast. Yes, they do. They serve that. They eat cooked rice and coconut milk anytime during the day. Anytime during the day. Of course, they have, Malaysian, Indian, you have lots of curry and lots of Chinese, lots of pork. Now, it has a beach for everyone. I'm telling you, that beach is so miles long. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Beautiful beach. Miles of beaches, miles of beaches. You love beach life? Oh, yeah, they have it. It is also home to some of the world's largest caves. You love to go in caves, they have it for you. I didn't opt to visit any of the caves. It has hidden treasures. like you go in the water, like they have a Portuguese ship that carried treasure, and most of the Caribbeans, the pirates, we have them still underwater, the wreckage. And yeah, they have that also. That's what they call, refer to as the hidden treasures. Now, here are some pictures that I happen to share. When we visited, that first picture there with my brother, when we visited, this was where we were able to see the indigenous Malaysian then. The indigenous Malaysian, this little town up in the mountains. And they were selling some roast corn. And, that I love roast corn. So, yeah, there it is. That was that stall right there with the roast corn and selling all sorts of fruit and types of yogurts and ice cream. This was one of the places, okay, up in the mountains there. Then that other picture was the Muslim lady. She was not one of the indigenous persons, but she was the one that was her little shop. The third one, that was the fruit stall. They were some of the big, now, I told you I have a hard time finding mangoes. They were some of the biggest, I don't know if you could bring that up, Kyle, the third one, some of the biggest mangoes I have ever seen. They were so huge. I wondered if they were ripe. My brother bought, I said, you need to buy one of these. The three of us could eat it. I won't tell you how that story ended because we never did taste the mango he bought. What a shame. I think he will not live that down from me. Never tasted the mango, but bought the mango. So you could figure out the end of the story that makes me angry. Okay. Now, next, then we have this up in the mountains too. They have a tea plantation, a tea plantation. They grow tea, and the trucks go up there and they get the tea leaves and take it down to the factory. So they have acres and acres. In fact, you see the little bus at the back. You go to the tea plantation and you get on a I chose not to go just to look down at it. And the trolley would actually take you for a ride throughout the tea plantation. It was that large, tea plantation. Here they are the pictures of the two indigenous Malayans trimming that hedge. That's how they look, the indigenous Malayans. They live up in the mountains there. And as you pass, you see the little stalls selling durian. Up also, they have a waterfall that is a tourist attraction up there in the mountains. So that's one of their tourist attractions. Any other picture on Malaysia? Okay, I just took this from the window of the bus as we were driving by. They're getting ready. If you see flags on every building, they're getting ready to celebrate like that President King Day. That's what they're getting ready to do. All right. Now, this is the monarch's palace where he lives for 5 years. This is a picture of the outside of the palace with the guard on the horse. Reminds you of Buckingham Palace. Yeah, so they have the guard with the horse there outside the palace. I don't know if I had submitted to Kyle a picture of what the palace looks like. And of course, you could see the tall skyscraper. I don't know if that's one of the towers, but their buildings are huge, huge. You could see you just constantly go up, huge buildings. Do we have any? Okay. Of course, It is a Buddhist country like all of
Yeah.
them. So everywhere you go, you will see temples of every shape, size. Everywhere you go, you would see those. And almost every tour seems to include some mosque or something. So that was I think a Chinese mosque that we visited. So they're just some
Mm.
of the brief pictures. Um, Kyle, if you could find this is for Miss Phyllis. She's going to watch it later because she's under the weather today. But she did ask if the one where I came back in from on the airport that I took in the hotel. She said when I wear one of the outfits, I must show. So I came back in one of them. Kyle, the one I sent you from the hotel, if you find it, from what I wore yesterday. All right. That was one I bought. Okay. An outfit I bought there in Malaysia. All
Malaysia.
right. That's what I wore back on the plane. Okay. To show I went overseas. So
Malaysia.
it's Phyllis, when you watch that, that's for you. When I put on another one, all right. So let's see what Lamentations 3, verse 22 tells us. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. Always remember that God's
His
love and his
mercies never
mercies
cease.
never cease.
Never
So whatever
cease.
we are going through, God is faithful. And we should go for 1,000 tongues to sing. Always sing his
Mm.
praise. Beautiful, beautiful singing, beautiful
Yeah.
singing. Thank you again for joining me on this Let's Talk this morning, the last Wednesday in the month of August. So God's willing, when we meet, we'll be in September. That tells your time is flying.
Yeah.
So continue to smile, look for the good in each day, and may God continue to bless each of you. Bye.
Bye.